Simple Life, a science-backed podcast about weight loss, nutrition, and healthy living. Beginner's Guide to Intermittent Fasting. 1410 intermittent fasting could help you lose weight. It could improve your health. It could bring both freedom and discipline to your eating habits, all without the long, restrictive fasts of 16, 8, 18, 6, or 24. It's quite possibly the perfect way to get started. Could 1410 intermittent fasting be the happy medium you've been looking for? Key takeaways. Intermittent fasting, 1410, involves fasting for 14 hours and eating within a 10-hour window. It's effective for weight loss by creating a calorie deficit and promoting ketosis. 14. The 10th of May offer health benefits, but it also poses some risks. Meal planning and prep are essential for success with 1410 intermittent fasting. 1410 is a great entry-level fasting method for beginners. What is the 1410 intermittent fasting method? When you follow the 1410 intermittent fasting method, your day splits into two windows, a 10-hour window when you eat and a 14-hour window when you fast. No rules about what you can and can't eat. No rules about how long you need to follow this plan for. No rules of any kind except to follow that 1410 split. As such, when you follow an intermittent fasting plan, you get way more freedom than with traditional diets. Because IF isn't actually a diet, it's simply a way of structuring your eating that could bring a ton of health benefits. And 1410 intermittent fasting is an easy entry-level option, perfect for getting started. How does 1410 intermittent fasting work? Going for 14 hours without food might sound pretty tough, but bear in mind that you'll most likely be asleep for a good chunk of those hours. And actually, eating on a 1410 intermittent fasting schedule won't feel all that different from what you're doing now. You just gotta pull in the edges, take breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and squash them a little closer together. It's completely up to you where you place your 10-hour eating window in your day, and you can change it to suit you if your schedule shifts around. For instance, maybe during the work week, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. works great. But on the weekend, you like to have breakfast later and hit some tacos with friends for dinner, so 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. is a better fit. So long as you hit that 14-hour fast, it's all good. What to eat on a 1410 intermittent fasting diet meal plan. What to eat during 1410 intermittent fasting is completely up to you. That can feel both freeing and terrifying. Knowing what the best food choices are to support your goals is no small thing. We're here to give you some ideas. Whether you're looking to lose weight or optimize your health, if your meal plan contains predominantly foods like this: lean protein, whole grains, veggies and fruits, healthy fats, calcium-rich foods, and doesn't contain too many foods like this: ultra-processed foods, refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, you'll get results. There are no calorie counts to nail or macros to hit with 1410. Instead, we'd encourage you to listen to your body and follow your appetite cues. In other words, during your eating window, eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. This does take practice, no doubt, but it's a skill well worth getting good at. The foods above will help. Nutrient-dense foods curb hunger, keep you fuller for longer, and don't trigger cravings. When you want to work in tandem with your appetite and eat what your body needs, as opposed to, say, eating with your emotions, lean proteins, veggies, whole grains, and healthy fats are a sure bet. Once you're out of your eating window and into your fasting period, you're in the calorie-free zone. Here, stick to water plus unsweetened tea, coffee without milk. 1410 intermittent fasting and weight loss. 1410 intermittent fasting can lead to good results for those looking for weight loss, as studies show. And in this review, every study found that intermittent fasting resulted in participants losing between 0.8% and 13% of their starting body weight. As with all lifestyle changes, the impact of intermittent fasting on health and weight will depend on many factors like age, activity levels, dietary choices, and so on. But many people have seen success with intermittent fasting on a 14-10 split. That success is likely down to a couple of key IF-related happenings. The first is that shrinking your eating window naturally creates a calorie deficit. When you eat less than you burn, you lose weight. The second is that fasting puts the body into ketosis. When you don't eat for a prolonged period, you don't give your body any glucose with which to fuel your activities. So it turns to your glycogen stores and, when they're used up, to your fat stores. This is ketosis, the metabolic shift caused by IF that helps you lose body fat. Health benefits of 14-10 intermittent fasting. 14-10 intermittent fasting hasn't been studied as much as other IF protocols. That said, one study where people with metabolic syndrome followed a 14-10 intermittent fasting plan for 12 weeks showed some promising health benefits. Reduced cholesterol levels. Participants' total and LDL cholesterol levels dropped. Lower blood pressure. Decreases in systolic and diastolic blood pressure were observed. Decreased body weight and body fat. There were significant reductions in body weight and waist circumference decreased. Improved blood sugar. Participants who had high HbA1c and fasting glucose levels experienced a drop in their HbA1c, lower risk of metabolic syndrome. Taken together, these effects lower the risk of metabolic syndrome as well as other health conditions like heart disease.